Hey, so today I'm going to be filming an updated brow routine because I did my other one and I had the different ways that I would do them, but now I've kind of combined all the ways into something that I really like. And the reason I had so many different ways before was I would do my eyebrows every single day and I would do them differently based on like how much makeup I was wearing, but now I'm like more comfortable not wearing anything on my eyebrows every day. And when I do my eyebrows, it's always with eyeshadow or with a full face. So that's why I kind of like changed it up. And also I think I've gotten a bit better at doing them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the way I make my brows such an affordable way to do it is I only really use 5 things. 2 of them are brushes. So the only product type things that I use are a black eyeliner pencil, and I just use this Wet n Wild one. It's 99 cents. Mascara, you can use the mascara that you put on your eyelashes. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, and I believe it's like $7. And then a concealer, and you can just use the concealer that you use for your face. And I think this one is also $7. Considering that these are already a part of your routine, the only thing that like cost money to do my brows is this, so it's technically like a $1 brow routine. For brushes, I use 3 things. I use a spoolie, a small concealer brush, and an angled blending brush, and this one is a bit denser than fluffy. So another thing is I do my own eyebrows, so I pluck them and I just use these tweezers. I think they're like $1. So my brow routine is super affordable, and I've gotten compliments on it, and people think I use like Anastasia. I don't for my brows, so that's really neat. Next thing I'm going to be doing is just brushing out the hairs, and I do them in an upward motion, and then towards the end it's like upward still, but it's more at a diagonal angle. Next thing I do is I just pluck away any stray hairs. Next step is I take the Clump Crusher mascara, and this is in the shade Black Brown, and I just brush my eyebrows upward. Next thing I do is I take my Wet n Wild eyeliner, and with this you have to make sure you use the lightest hand possible, and also I like to make sure that my pencil is dull. I don't ever really sharpen it unless it's like literally not marking. Then I'll sharpen it and kind of make it to where it's rounder instead of sharp. At the end, what I'll do is I'll start at the tail and I'll just start making tiny flicking motions throughout like this back section of the brow before the tail. And this is just going to start to darken up the brow and give it a more defined look. And then once I get to the tail, I'll start rounding this part out. And then I'll elongate my tail just a tiny bit. And then for the top, I just rounded that out as well. And just make sure everything is connected and filled. And then I'll just do a tiny strokes in the center there so that we have something to blend out. As you can see, this brow just looks a lot fuller than this brow, but it's still maintained its kind of natural wispiness. And I'm going to do this one. The next thing I do is I take the spoolie again and just brush upwards. And this is going to blend out any harsh lines. Then I just take the Clump Crusher again so that the hairs stand out even more, making them look even more natural. the next step is I prime my eyelids, but when I prime my eyelids, I carve out my brow. So I just put some concealer on my lid.